Welcome back. It's going to be interesting to see if Nasdaq is actually going to correct itself, or if we're going to see break above 500. So be aware of fake outs. If I see some progress on the selling side, I'll look for a short position, okay? As always. DAX is very tricky here. But again, we're not trading the DAX here. We're focusing on Nasdaq. When Nasdaq starts selling off, we will also see a correction on the DAX as well. Right here, we have a strong support at 125. Break below that, that would trigger a short for DAX back to 24,000. I got stopped out on my short on DAX. It is what it is, and that's fine. Still made 60 points. So let's see, there's no progress really after 15 minutes would break above 500. So that could be a weak sign, but again, I'm aware of that the market is also knowing this, so they will try to push it as hard as they can. So they will try to manipulate it, and they will really try to push it up. So I'm not saying it's short, obviously. I'm just saying just be careful and have a tight stop loss in place, okay? Let's see here. So there's no confirmation at all on DAX. DAX is holding with the UK 100. And Wall Street is actually pushing, and it's actually holding. I could consider doing a long position here on the Nasdaq. Why? Because we have the first candle here. We have highs of 500, so if we break above 500, I will go for a long, else I'm gonna go for a short. So let's see here. Be careful holding any short positions if things is gonna push, okay? DAX is very choppy and is very risky. I might consider doing a short position on the DAX. So big push again here. Got rejected. But again, as you know, this is my strategy. I'm just waiting for the right move. Waiting for it to come below 435 short, else I'm gonna go long. So it looks like it's a long position. It's actually holding here at the EMA. You could always look at DAX. So if DAX is not really selling off and it's kind of like holding the same support while Nasdaq is selling off, then there's a good chance that Nasdaq is going to come back. But let's see. So short below, long above, just waiting for the right move. be careful doing short here or long. It could be both fake outs. Interesting to see if we're gonna sell off now or if we're gonna hold. Looks like DAX is holding. So if DAX is holding, then Nasdaq might also hold. I'm gonna start taking a short here. So I'm currently short on Nasdaq. Let's see if we're gonna have a push here. We have a break below, opening range breakout, break below, but again, it could be really a fake out. But I have a feeling of they're gonna push it to cover it, to push it back again. So let's see if I'm right about this one. So it went to lows, it's holding here, they're pushing it back. DAX actually managed to sell off, as you can see, with break below. So it might come now, let's see here. It will be very weird if we do not just sell below, just back to 400. I'm not saying we're not going to push back and end higher today, I'm just saying it will be very weird we're just selling to lows and they're just pushing right back up, because there's a lot of stop losses here. And there's many people that are trying to push the market lower before they're going to push it right back. So that's a good short so far. Yeah. Moving my stop loss to break even here. No, but I'm just gonna move it to 444. So maybe moving it here, currently risking 10 points. I could get stopped out on this one here, I'm aware of that, so if things is not selling off, then I'll get stopped out. No progress. Wall Street S&P 500 is selling off, and that's why I went short. So I went short right here, as you can see, based on a break below here. But DAX is actually pushing back, so I'm gonna exit this one here for no progress. Was holding it for quite some minutes, so I just managed to exit this one here. If we break in below here again, I could consider another short, but because of DAX is pushing back, as you could see, then okay, we're selling off now. Be aware, it could be a fake out, okay? So as we see all the time, we come up to 500, then we get rejected. So if you look here, we get rejected at 500 and then we sell right back off again. So as I expected, they will push it below to take stop losses out, and now it might push all the way back, and the same for DAX as well. So be aware of that. Have that in mind, that they might push the market now. So Nasdaq DAX is not selling off. It's actually very weird. Let's see if we get it here. Looks like it could potentially get rejected and start selling off. But again, if it's not selling off, then and we do not break below previous lows, then no short for me. I wanted to see break below 413, but then we might have support at 400, and then it might push back to 500 again. So overall, it could be a good long. Stop loss around here maybe, and then just target 550. But again, if it starts selling below 400, then that's obviously a short day. It could also show higher lows, but let's see. Support could come in here. I'm thinking about taking a long, have a stop loss at 413. So if we break above 450, I'll take a long, I think, and then have a stop loss at the lower weak or the lowest point for this setup, this range here. It's not a break below, it's just sideways, it's not really confirming. And DAX is, I don't know what to say about DAX, but DAX is completely insane. This is where you don't go short because it might point back to 75. It might just hold here. I'll start going for a 5 contract long here. Let's see. I'm probably setting my stop loss. Let's see here. Wall Street is pushing. It's not really an A+ setup. We don't know if we should take short here, if it breaks below, or if we should take a long. Why? Because Nasdaq, I mean, could sell back to 400 and then push, as I don't know if I hope for that, but what should really move the market lower? It's just holding right here. It's just pushing. DAX is so extremely difficult. It's just living its own life. Based on DAX, Nasdaq should hold here at 400. That's what DAX is expecting. We have a break below, so this is a short setup, but will it really break below 400 or will it just stop here? That's the questions we have to be asking ourselves. Be careful of selling short here into lows. Let's see if it's gonna break below. Nope. Right back at it. could come all the way back again. That's the issue also with DAX, just pushing for no reason. The market is just holding these days, it's not really coming down. Best thing to do here would be a long and just hope for 550. We have a break below, but again it might push back to 450 or even 550. But if we break below 400, it's a short for me, then I have enough confirmation to short the market. Let's see, break below 400, I'm gonna enter a short. Be careful with potential fake outs. They fucking crazy, these guys. I don't know what they're trying to do, but they're trying to push it higher. That's 100% what they're trying to. They're trying to make a lot of fake outs. So it's currently holding here at 400. The Nasdaq, and DAX is also unstoppable. Very difficult markets, but short below 400. I would say long above 520. This looks like it's gonna come back. They don't want to push Nasdaq net down. They're holding it up, manipulating the market. So difficult. Filling up, this is just gonna come back. Let's see. It's gonna stop below, lower lows, lower highs. This is an okay sign, but I'm not gonna short it. There is no confirmation at all. They're just holding it and they're just pushing it back. So strong support. Below 400 is going to sell back to 21,000 today. It might. Let's see here if it starts selling off here, if it's going to break above 435. If it's holding here and it starts selling off, it's a good sign, but wait for it to break below and then take a short. There's no reason why DAX should keep moving up. In my opinion, it should sell off, but again, DAX have other plans. DAX could potentially end around 23,200 today. It could. I'm not saying it will, I'm just saying it could. If it starts selling below 24,000 DAX, it's going to end around 23,000. But again, if Nasdaq is not selling off and Nasdaq is just choppy and Nasdaq is just really pushing up, then nothing is going to happen. Like if it just keep continuing pushing to new highs, then DAX is going to falling after, and then nothing is going to sell off. It's not that I don't want to go along, it's just like I just have to be realistic. Break below here, short, break above here, long. So we've been sitting here for 35 minutes and there's no progress below, there's no progress above. I'll let you know if I do a good setup, if I take something here, but here it needs to break below 400 for me to do anything. So for now I'm just holding cash, and we are now above 4 and there's no progress, but I will take a short below here and I will target 21,000. I'll have my stop loss maybe at 450. Okay, so once we break below here in this range, short, target at a stop loss 450 and then target 21,000. DAX need to break below 24,000 and then we can short it as well there. So right now I'm doing nothing, I'm just waiting for the right move. Right now it's just over trading of doing anything. Okay, it might come now. Let's see. Nope, no progress. I'll let you know if I short the market. Okay, this is insane.